Tax evasion, as you know, is not always illegal. There are certain ways to evade tax that makes it illegal, and customs accept it. So they've got room to tolerate all these habits of the trading public. So having said that, that's a brief overview of the legal position. But there's another legal position that we should get clear then when we are moving along. Yes, we are talking about customs. Then the other side of the divide, the trading public. But we have got numerosity, millions and millions of trading public there. Can they all of them deal with customs effectively and cohesively? No. In their own wisdom, the law, framers of the law, have got in it that certain reputable professionals should represent the numerous trading public. That's how come the birth of the customs house agents, and it is in the law. Commissioner General is allowed by law to license these knowledgeable entities to work on behalf of the numerous trading public that we have. So in the law, the other side of the divide, the trading public are represented by the professionals named in the law as customs house agents. In other jurisdictions, their name could be customs brokers, but in Ghana, in our law, we have got customs house agents. We represent the numerous importers, exporters, and manufacturers. So that aspect. So if you go into the law, the requirements that are there for you to meet before the Commissioner General can grant you the license or the otherwise are so clear. But the most important of the requirement is that you, that entity, the Commissioner General should be satisfied that you are knowledgeable enough to represent and perform on behalf of your client. If the Commissioner General interviews you or examines you and feels you are not knowledgeable enough, he has got the grounds to refuse you the license. But then if you are refused the license to operate, you have got the right to petition or appeal to the Minister of Finance. They are under finance, but not the Commissioner General itself, because he refused you. So whatever decision the Minister of Finance takes is the final. You cannot go above that decision. Good. So those are the legalities concerning the entities. Customs is there, the trading public, then we, the customs house agents, are there. Yeah, so we move on. Said so much with GRA, so that by now it should be ringing in your minds that customs is a tax authority. So there's no way we can progress. So as I just said, being tax authorities, it will be for us to have a brief knowledge about taxation and what is a tax. Yes, after that, it helps us also that the fact that they are tax collectors, that does not mean they should lord it over the taxpayer. They are to do things within the contents of the law in the Act 891 and its LI and any other amended tax law to collect taxes as it is. So for instance, what is a tax? It's a compulsory payment imposed by government. Yes, it's compulsory. And it is, so you see there are two words. What is a tax? The TAX. Then what is taxation? The tax is the payment, but taxation is the process of levying of the compulsory contribution by public authorities having tax jurisdiction to defray the cost of their activities. So this is enforcing or laying emphasis all that I've been saying, while now that law, everything customs tax is by law. Any tax collector is collecting it by law. And in Ghana, those laws are enacted in Parliament. Already we have the tax authorization within the contents of our constitution. So we know what is taxation, but no, there's a shortcut from the taxation explanation. It just ended. It is levying of compulsory contributions by public authority having tax reduction to it. But then there's another ending. The payer of those taxes don't have an immediate benefit because the money so collected is used for the common good of the citizens. So take note of that. Good. So why should we bother ourselves collecting taxes like the import duties and those things. Yeah, goods, manufactured services and properties and incomes, government to tax you for one of them. Yes. So I've just quoted some small source of taxation from generation, from the Bible. There's a quotation in the Bible that says, surrender to Caesar what belongs to him, and to God what belongs to God. You see these quotations in Matthew 22, 1 to 15, Matthew 22, verse 21, Mark chapter 12, verse 17, Luke chapter 20, verse 25, then Luke chapter 3, verse 13. They are all there. That taxation has been with creation up to today. Yes. And in Ghana, we come back to, so you could see that natural law is even in the Bible for us to pay tax. In Ghana, as I said earlier, where do we derive the tax collecting authorities? Where do they derive their legal power from? If you go to our 1992 Constitution, it's in chapter 13, article 174 to 189. Specific article is the 174, which reads, no taxation shall be imposed otherwise by or under the authority of an act of parliament. Then 176 and 179, all revenues or other monies raised or received for purposes for on behalf of the government shall be paid into the consolidated fund. Yes, so if you don't collect it and keep it in your pocket. Yes. So articles under the Constitution, as I was just explaining, Parliament, the article 174 deals with Parliament role in taxation. The Ministry of Finance role is dealt with in article 177. Bank of Ghana is captured in article 185. Ghana Revenue Authority, as established by law, is captured in article 176. And the audit service, there should be a policeman policing the revenue administrators. So the audit service is captured in articles 187 to 189. Yes. Why do we tax? To raise revenue to government, to reduce inequality arising from the distribution of wealth. We all know we tax those who have got more to give to the lesser and down people. To restrict